Millions of people have social media accounts, but almost none of them know the consequences. Be smart and know the effects.
I actually have several. I have Facebook that I check every day, Instagram I check every day, Twitter that I don't check probably as often as I should. I believe that's it. Yeah, so 3 accounts. It's a lot harder to insult somebody to their face than it is to type it and send it. It's really easy to build anonymous accounts, spam accounts, and it's really easy to hack somebody else's account and cause trouble that way. So we see a lot of situations here in middle school that could have been avoided if kids stayed off of social media.
When I go to Olive Garden back in the day, I would hear a screaming child, I'd hear all this stuff. It would be loud, it'd be annoying at times. Now when I go to Olive Garden or anywhere, it's quiet. All I hear is YouTube videos in the background. You know what I'm talking about? You'll see the little kid and you're like, what? And they're giving them to them younger and younger. And I have friends that have young kids, and a lot of it is just not understanding the power of it. Like I was talking to one of my best friends, he's got a 2-year-old, and he starts crying, so he puts the device in front of him. I'm like, you know what you're doing, right? That's a digital pacifier, but that's affecting their brain development.
Oh yeah, 100%. I mean, I don't start my day without looking at Facebook. And times when I travel, when I don't have Wi-Fi, or times when I go up on the woods when there's no service, is actually kind of nice to take a little bit of a break from it. I think that the minute we have a spare moment, we check our phones.
The negative part of it is when students are abusing it. So they're putting things on social media that aren't necessarily true, doing things that are inappropriate, things like that. So that's when social media becomes really negative.
As a counselor, it's difficult because I have to deal with a lot of kids who are feeling bullied or upset because somebody said something about them on social media. Kids also have pictures shared without their consent, so we have to deal with that. And there's just a lot of mean people out there. So me, myself, I've had people in my past who I didn't want to talk to anymore find me on social media and bother me that way. So harassment happens no matter what, because it's really easy to reach out over a text.
I have Instagram and other social media platforms because I can show the world of how fun I have and pictures that I really like.
Alright, so social media, you get to express your feelings and talk to friends.
So I could text my friends when they're not hanging out with me and stuff, you know.
So personally, speaking with my own children, I do let them go on social media, but we're very cautious of how that's done. So there's a lot of blockers that they have to put on and protections and some privacy, making sure it's private.
Living your life on stage. You're constantly looking. Is there a booger in my nose? Do I look okay right now? Like, for real? I remember how hard middle and high school was for me back in the day. I couldn't imagine now having another persona I have to worry about.
I think when you're asking me if it's okay for middle schoolers to use it, I think it's really up to the parents to decide, because each kid is different. Some kids are more responsible and more mature and understand the negative aspects to social media.
Social media, yes, there can be. You could connect with people that really love and care about you and share your life with them in a way we could never do before. When it comes to social justice and people worrying and wanting their voice to be heard, it's easier to gather a group of people that are like-minded to talk. A semi-positive effect, meaning it gives you a false sense of self-esteem. Like when you look at it and you see, oh, I'm at 200 likes, I'm winning! But on the real side, it actually doesn't help you at all, because it's a false sense of love. Because think about it, of those 200 likes you got on a photo of, let's say, you eating breakfast, what percentage of those students actually cared what you had for breakfast versus what percentage of those students are just liking it so you like theirs? It's not all negative, but there are negative parts to it, because the biggest negative is you don't have to look the person in the eye when you say what you're gonna say. So sometimes when we're angry, we just don't think, we just share. Or we don't think about how that's gonna impact the other person. When you're online, you could say that stuff without any repercussion of anyone else, at least not in that moment. And inevitably, what I hear a lot from a lot of kids who have been accused of harassing someone, 9 times out of 10, this is what they say: "Oh, I was just joking. I wasn't serious." That's the negative side. And also the other negative, which we're just starting to learn about, is the addiction side of it. That these apps are specifically designed to get us to stay on them longer. You're not the customer, you're the product. So when people are mad at Facebook right now for selling user data, the only person they could blame is themselves, because you're not paying for Facebook, you're not paying for Instagram, you're not paying for Snapchat. So how do you pay for it? Your eyeballs. The longer I can keep you looking at the screen and put ads in front of you, the more money I can make. We're focusing on the happy side. And then when other people see that, they go, "Oh, their life's so much better than mine," affecting their emotional well-being. If you're over the age of 13, they don't have as many protections for the user as they do when you're under the age of 13. So for example, you've probably seen apps that are designed for kids, and they'll say, you need a parent's credit card information or you need a parent's email address to create this account. You don't need that with Instagram, Snapchat, or anything, because the laws are different. So it's not there to necessarily protect the user, it's to protect the company from getting sued.